are honored this evening to present the recipients of the Governor's 2012 Governor's Award in Arts Education for Excellence. And we expect some of the other freeholders to join us, but we want to get started at least because we wanted to give our recipients an opportunity to present their talent to us. And of course, it's being aired and it will be shown on Channel 19, and we'll give you the dates that it will be shown on television. But this award was held, these awards were held by the governor at the Trenton War Memorial last week on May 10th, and by New Jersey Arts Education Partnership in collaboration with the Department of Education, the Art Pride, New Jersey Foundation, the Department of State, and the New Jersey State Council of the Arts. The Governor's Award in Arts Education Program began in 1980 to promote awareness and appreciation of the arts, recognizing the creativity, talent, and leadership of award winners. The awards are presented to students selected by national and statewide organizations for their exemplary work in creative writing, speech, dance, music, theater, and visual arts, as well as to leaders for their exceptional commitment and contribution to arts education. The program also recognizes arts educators and arts education advocates whose leadership has helped to nurture the development of students in the arts across the state. And this evening, we are so proud to have Newark, our young people from Newark, our students from Newark, and East Orange, okay. You can tell who's from East Orange, right? Carol is from East Orange and I'm from Newark. So, but we love each other. I still love East Orange and Carol still loves Newark. Absolutely. But we're here to, and we're just so proud because you're still Essex County, and that's what it's about, recognizing our young people with their talents, and we do this all the time in the county. And at this time, I'm going to ask Freeholder Clark, and my name, by the way, is Freeholder Blondie Watson. I didn't introduce myself. I apologize for that. And at this time, I'll introduce Freeholder Carol Clark, who will bring brief greetings, and then we'll start with the awards. Freeholder Clark.
Thank you very much, Madam President. For those who don't realize, because she just introduced herself, she is our leader, you know, our president, the president of the Essex County Board of Chosen Freeholders, and we do appreciate her leadership so very, very much. And she is an avid, tireless advocate for and fighter for young people. She is often telling us that, you know, we so often hear the negative about our children that we don't get an opportunity to celebrate the positive. And so tonight, for us to be able to celebrate the positive is huge. It's absolutely wonderful. We just recently had our Essex County our annual celebration of youth. That has become an annual event, and one that is growing in leaps and bounds exponentially beyond our wildest dreams. And now, through the diligent research of our clerk, Deborah Davis Ford, and our researcher par excellence, Gary Kresick, he knows kind of like what we want and what we're looking for, and he said, you know what? There's some young people from Essex County who have gotten some governor's awards. I think we need to have them in too. And so we said, absolutely, absolutely. And then to see some people, at least one person in particular, come with, I've got to acknowledge Deborah.
Please
you know,
acknowledge Deborah.
Deborah Johnson, why don't you stand up, please, and be recognized?
I'm going to have her come up.
Okay. Because in the vineyards for a long time, I don't know, many of you may not have realized that at one point in time she published a newspaper in the area. I wish she could have gotten the funding that she needed to keep it going, but it was special. You know, it spoke to the diaspora and all of the things that we needed to hear done, and she was always always out front. So, Deborah, we want to thank you so very, very much. So with that being said, I think I thanked our clerk, and I want to thank our photographer who's here with us. And so, Madam President, I'm going to turn it back over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Freeholder Clark. And I have the distinct honor to make the award, or present the award to Sharon M. Johnson of Newark, New Jersey. And it's my understanding that Sharon won't be with us this evening, but let me just read a little something about Sharon before I call Deborah up. Sharon, a 17-year-old senior at Roselle Catholic High School in Roselle, was selected to receive her Governor's Award by ACSO, Afro Academic Culture, Technology, and Scientific Olympics, an academic and cultural enrichment program sponsored by the NAACP that mentors young people in grades 9 through 12, and seeks to promote the following among students of African American descent: positive self-esteem, positive interaction between youth and the adult professional community, positive academic and artistic excellence, and high academics and culture achievement. Sharon participated in the 23rd Annual New Jersey State ACSO competition held on Saturday, April 21st, 2012 at Central High School in Newark, where she won her 2 gold medals, in the Humanities, one for her play, Miss Millie's Hats, and the other for her poem, Toy Soldier, which explores the travesty of war. She was presented with her gold medals the next day during the organization's annual award ceremony. Sharon has been a Newark ACSO participant for 2 years and has received state gold medals each year for her writing in the humanities categories of playwriting, poetry, and original essay, and will represent Newark at the 33rd National ACSO competition to be held in Houston, Texas, July 5th through 8th, 2012. And let me read a little about Sharon again. She was a student at Roselle Catholic High School. Sharon Johnson has participated in many activities and held several leadership positions. She has served as captain of the varsity cheerleading squad, vice president of the senior executive board, and secretary of the Spanish Honor Society. She is also a member of the National Honor Society and the softball team. Outside of school, in addition to her active participation in the ACSO program, she works at Funplex Indoor Amusement Park and the Kumon Learning Center, and I think that's on Martin Luther King Boulevard, right? Yes, where she enjoys working with and educating the next generation. And whereas Sharon M. Johnson will attend the University of Maryland College Park in the fall, where she intends to pursue a degree in journalism and aspires to be an editor of a magazine, a television anchorwoman, and/or an author playwright. She is the daughter of her proud parents, Octavius and Charles Johnson, and the younger sister of Geneva. Now therefore be resolved that the Essex County Board of Chosen Freeholders hereby commends and congratulates Sharon M. Johnson for being named the recipient of a 2012 Governor's Award in Arts Education, and be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution will be presented to Sharon. And Deborah, you say that you will receive this, but please come up to receive the award for Sharon. For her mother?
Her mom is here.
Yes, but Sharon is going to speak. Sharon is going to do the speaking. Her mother will come up also. Okay? So, Deborah, you're going to speak, and then you will introduce the mother for me.
Yes.
Yes.
Good evening. I would like to introduce Ms. Johnson, Sharon's mom. Sharon had a prior commitment, but we wanted to share with you an excerpt of her poem, just so you can get a flavor for the type of writer that she is. Sharon is a writer that you will hear more about in the future. She is a legend in the making. The poem that she won the gold medal for was inspired by her study of child soldiers. In her school, there was an assignment about child soldiers, and it touched her very, very deeply and inspired her. Sharon writes based on personal inspiration. And so I'm just going to read a portion of this just to give you a flavor for Sharon. The name of the poem is Toy Soldier. Hush, little soldier. Don't say a word. Someone's going to shoot you if your voice is heard. And if you aim that gun just right, maybe you'll live to the end of the night. What happens when his mama stops singing because her voice box is slit by the bayonet of a man searching for his mama's own? Yet the only sound audible to the ear is do, re, mi, dead. When his last memory of her before being bound to the battlefield of death were her wrinkled hands etched like the tributaries of the white Nile, the rhythm of nature entwined with the spoon she held. When the mud hut walls he knew as home were infiltrated, while the walls of the motherly foundation that he grew from were made temporary residence by a man's own. The clicking of skipping stones start to sound like the loading of a gun. What happens when a young boy is confined to Satan's playground, watching villages lit up like the sunrise on the Serengeti, succumbing to a fiery fate, all hope engulfed with the flames of warfare? When he sees grown men cry out like a baby hyena searching for their mother, their families resembling the cold constellations of the night sky, iridescent but isolated, never to touch again. That is just an excerpt from Toy Soldier by Sharon Johnson. And I would like to introduce her mother, Octavius Johnson.
On Sharon's behalf, I thank you. She thanks you. We're both very honored for this award. On behalf of her father and her sister, we're truly honored for this award. Sharon's writing is amazing. She's written several poems. She's written several essays, plays, and as Ms. Gregory stated, she does it on inspiration. She sees something that moves her, and she reacts. And she reacts with the pen and paper. We do believe that she has a great future in whatever she so chooses in this field. And we're very blessed and we're very proud of her. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And we know she's going to be very successful in life.
Thank you so much.
Don't you leave. We want you to come back.
I have the distinct pleasure of announcing an honoree, but before I do, can I just say that the Toy Soldier poem, very, very poignant, because, Ms. Watson, a couple of years ago, my honoree for Essex County Celebrates Youth, Madam Clerk, was a gentleman by the name of Sidibe. I can't think of his last name right now, but he's from Sierra Leone, and he was from Columbia High School, South Orange. And he actually was a child soldier. His comments and his acceptance remarks here were riveting and captivating. Simply outstanding. And so when I heard that poem, I couldn't help but think back to that because I had the opportunity to actually meet a young person who went through some of what Sharon speaks to in her poetry. So she is indeed a gifted young writer. God bless her, and I hope to hear from her. And certainly, if she has Ms. Gregory as a mentor, she's got a good one. We're joined right now by freeholder Rufus Johnson, and so I'll wait for you to get to your seat, and then I'll get started with my honoring. You probably see some pretty nice artwork here. And you're saying, boy, that's some pretty nice stuff. It is indeed pretty nice. And it comes from the mind and the hands of the next young lady that I'm going to introduce. Uchenna Okosa. She was named the recipient of a 2012 Governor's Award in Arts Education for Excellence in the Visual Arts. Uchenna Okosa of East Orange, New Jersey, received her award for Excellence in the Visual Arts, the Governor's Award, at a ceremony on Thursday, this past Thursday, May 10th, 2012, at the Trenton War Memorial in Trenton, New Jersey. It was sponsored by the New Jersey Arts Education Partnership in collaboration with the Department of Education, the Art Pride New Jersey Foundation, the Department of State, and the New Jersey State Council on the Arts. The Governor's Award in Arts Education program began in 1980 to promote awareness and appreciation of the arts, recognizing the creativity, talent, and leadership of the award winners. The awards are presented to students selected by national and statewide organizations for their exemplary work in creative writing, speech, dance, music, theater, and visual arts, as well as to leaders for their exceptional commitment and contribution to art education. The program also recognizes arts educators and arts education advocates whose leadership has helped to nurture the development of students in the arts across the state of New Jersey. Uchenna, an 18-year-old senior at Eastern Christian High School in North Haledon, New Jersey, was selected to receive her Governor's Award by VSA New Jersey, a nonprofit organization founded in 1978 and affiliated with the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts in Washington, D.C., that is dedicated to promoting the creative power of people. She was presented with her VSA New Jersey Award at a ceremony held on April 28, 2012, at the Linwood Middle School in North Brunswick, New Jersey. Uchenna was nominated for this award by her high school teacher, Jessie Ray Wright, in whose painting and web design classes she was enrolled. Uchenna's portfolio was submitted to VSA New Jersey and then reviewed by a panel of New Jersey artists in an adjudication held on February 18, 2012, along with her biography, letters of recommendation, her interview, and the highly stressful and pressure-packed requirement that she create an original artwork on the spot. On the spot. Uchenna has also been very active in Eastern Christian High School activities. She performed in the school's production of Scheherazade, Up the Down Staircase, and Willy Wonka, as well as the talent show All 4 Years. She is a member of her class council, serving on the prom committee, and working on the senior breakfast. You know what, Uchenna, I was a part of the student council. I was actually president, and I served on the prom committee too, believe it or not. And is a dance instructor for Just Dance 101. An accomplished athlete, Uchenna has been a member of the cross-country team, The JV basketball team, oh, woman after my own heart. I was a basketball coach. And the varsity track and field team, where she has competed in the long jump and was a member of the 4x4 relay team that won the North Jersey non-public B sectional championship. She was also a New Jersey State finalist in the National American Miss Pageant as a 9th grader, is a member of the Love of Jesus Family Church in Orange, where she, Pastor Alvarez, correct? Yes. Where she volunteers with the Dance and Tape Ministries and also attends Vacation Bible School at Grace Church. Uchenna will attend Kean University in the fall to study fine arts. She is the daughter of her proud parents, Noel and Ruth Okosa, and the sister of 2 younger brothers. Would you please help me welcome my honoree right now, Uchenna Okosa. Uchenna is actually going to share with you the history behind these 2 pieces, and I'm going to share with you that you can see how beautifully she's dressed here. Ms. Watson, she also has a penchant for fashion design, so at some point in time, she hopes that her career will lead her to FIT in New York. Uchenna?
I want to thank everyone for this opportunity. I want to thank Freeholder Ms. Clark for giving me this opportunity to come here and to present my work. I also want to thank God for giving me the gift to paint what I'm feeling and paint things in different perspective. This art piece right here is a portrait of myself. I did this piece in acrylic, and it sort of looks like oil painting because I did it on the wrong side of the canvas. It was a mistake, but it actually turned out to be something great. It is a chiaroscuro style. I did it in brown and hints of black and a little hint of white. And over here is a painting portrait of Femi Kuti, who is the son of Fela Kuti, who was a civil rights activist and a musician in Nigeria. His son is also a musician in Nigeria as well. I painted him with acrylic and ink. His eyebrows are made of ink and his ears are made of ink, and the rest is made of acrylic. I put gray and black to bring out the features in his cheekbones, and I put green and white to bring out his face in the middle and his eyes. Wow. The reason why I chose Femi Kuti is because not only him, but his father was a very influential person in Nigeria, especially during the time of their civil war and after their civil war. And I felt that it's also a very big part of me because I am Nigerian, part Nigerian, and it's also representing my culture. And I thank you again for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Of course, this presentation would not be complete unless I asked her mom, her proud mom, to join me at the microphone to say a little bit about this incredibly gifted and talented young lady she has raised.
Good evening, and thank you for this opportunity. We're definitely, our family is definitely happy and proud of this opportunity for Uchenna. She's definitely a gifted young lady, and we're looking forward to seeing what else will come her way. I was actually taken back. There's a portrait that we'll never see, but hopefully maybe she'll try it again, that she had to do for a project, and it was a collage of so many people that had influenced her life. It was beautiful. So these are just 2 pieces of what she does, and we're looking forward to seeing even more. The pieces that collage had to do with history. Rosa Parks, our president, different influential people were on that collage that she did. And it was awesome. That's my first time realizing how well she could, paint and sketch. I was amazed. We were all amazed. And but that one as a project, and she painted over and did something else, so we won't see that. But we were seeing this today, and thank you for the opportunity for her. We look forward to seeing what's going to happen next to be accounted as what Uchenna will do, and I know it will be great, and we're really proud of her. My husband and I and the family are definitely proud, and we thank you for the opportunity.
Just so you know, I told Uchenna that she's going to have to, well, I didn't tell you this yet, but you've got to give us a picture, because she designed her prom gown. Ooh. So it's in the process of being crafted at a dressmaker in Belleville right now. We're joined also by Freeholder Vice President Patricia Sebo. Pat, come on up and join us for this photo. Me too? Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rufus Johnson, and I'm Essex County Freeholder at Large. I'd like to say a little something about my awardee before bringing him to the podium. Peter E. Collins of Newark is the recipient of the 2012 Governor's Award in Arts Education for Excellence in Vocal Music. Peter, a 17-year-old senior at Newark Arts High School, was selected to receive his Governor's Award by ACT-SO, Afro-Academic Cultural Technological Scientific Olympics. I get tongue twisted sometimes with words. I'm used to hollering. An academic and cultural enrichment program sponsored by the NAACP that mentors young men, young people in grades 9 through 12, and seeks to promote the following among students of African American descent: positive self-esteem, positive interaction between youth and adult professional in the adult professional community, positive academic and artistic excellence in high academics and cultural achievement. Peter participated in the 23rd Annual New Jersey State ACT-SO competition held on Saturday, April 21st, 2012 at Central High School in Newark, where he won his gold medal in the music vocal classical category for his rendition of Kia Fecit Maya Magna. Am I correct? Close enough? Okay. He was presented with his gold medal the next day during the organization's annual award ceremony. Peter has been a Newark ACT-SO participant for 2 years and will represent Newark in the 33rd National ACT-SO competition to be held in Houston, Texas from July 5th through 8th, 2012. Peter is also a talented musician who plays the violin, guitar, piano, and composes original music. At Arts High School, he is a member of the chorus and the Junior Entrepreneurs Club. Outside of school, he sings with the AOC Choir in Brooklyn, New York, and with the group Gifted. Peter will attend Liberty University in the fall, where he intends to pursue a degree in industrial engineering and to minor in music. He is the son of his proud parents who's been smiling since I got up there, Peter and Marcia Collins, and the brother of Siku and David. So would you kind of give us a warm welcome for this young, talented young man here, Peter Collins, Jr. Now, Peter, you look like you are a young, gifted young man, and I hope to be buying one of your albums or one of your CDs soon. So, here you go.
I'm very thankful for this award that I received today. Singing for me is like my life. I got it from my father, and it's inherited. It's a family thing. And I recently received a gold medal for classical music vocal in AXO for Kuya Fechit Mihi Manya by Johann Sebastian Bach, and which I will be performing a little bit of it at this time.
Congratulations, Peter. I'm not going to read what's in this resolution because basically I mentioned a lot of it that's there. But I would like to have your proud parent come on up and join us here and maybe have a few words that you would like to say about in reference to your son, Peter.
Praise God. I am actually quite proud of my son. I've watched him come through quite a few challenges with his health, and also I've watched him since my first recording in London, where he didn't get the chance to record, and I always wished for him to get that chance to become that person who he really wanted. I saw that he loved music ever since then. He was probably about 7 years old. And I've watched him, and I always felt that he needed to be that person. And I had no idea of the gift that he had until one day I stood in front of him. I went to see him sing at a program, and I heard him open his mouth. And now imagine, he lives in the house, and I never knew. But he opened his mouth, and I was amazed and absolutely proud. And as I also saw him winning all these awards at this particular time in his life, I really realized that his dream is coming true, where he's actually beginning to shine, and I'm very proud of him. My wife and my sons, Sekou and David. And by the way, my name is Osmond. Everybody calls me Junior these days. He is the senior, Peter. And I'm very proud of him. And I thank you all for giving my son this opportunity to start out to be the star that he is. I believe he is a star already, whether it be a star before everyone else or just simply a star before God. And I'm very proud of him. Thank you.
Before we get into, he's going to sing us a little tune here, I'd like to bring Miss Deborah Gregory up to say a few words because I know she's been working with this for quite some time.
Thank you. Madam President, I just wanted to thank you for the sponsorship and the Board of Chosen Freeholders. There are so many positive stories with our young people that we don't hear about because they get overwhelmed by the negative press. In Newark, in the greater Essex County, when we talk about putting Essex County first, there is so much wealth and talent and brilliance and positive young people that it is such an honor to be here. And I just want to say thank you for recognizing that they too deserve to be honored. Thank you.
Before you sing, I'll take a couple of pictures. Come on, Dad.
fecit mihi mania. Quia fecit mihi mania, qui potens est. Quia fecit mihi mania, qui potens est, et sanctum nomen eius, et sanctum nomen eius, sanctum nomen eius, sanctum nomen eius, et sanctum nomen eius. Qui affecit mihi mania, qui potens est, et sanctum nomen eius.
Absolutely.
Hey, all the freeholders, come and get a picture. Get a picture. All the freeholders.